In November 1954, Captain George Parker boarded his charter boat the Mona H, sailed out of Kona harbour and into the record books as he became the first person to catch a Pacific blue marlin weighing over 1,000 pounds. What made Captain Parker's grandeur remarkable was not only its immense size, but the fact that it was caught on a homemade lure, as up until that point it was gospel amongst game fishing circles that billfish could only be caught on carefully rigged fresh baits. Although he didn't know it at the time, in landing his fish, Captain Parker had started the shift, which would eventually see trolling with Hawaiian-style lures as the standard blue marlin fishing method everywhere in the world, with Kona at its epicenter. This is marlin madness!
That is what we came for. Love it.
We got a sword! This week I've travelled to the western shores of the big island of Hawaii to the tropical paradise of Kona. Hanging high above us is Mauna Loa, the largest volcano on Earth, which shields Kona's deep blue waters from the constant trade winds. Flat, calm seas every day make it perfectly suited to fishing. I've teamed up with New Zealand's master lure maker Bonze for a week-long mission to the birthplace of lure making, and we can't wait to get into it. Good morning from the epicenter of blue marlin fishing, Kona. This has been a place that I've wanted to fish in for a long time, and it's quite a surreal experience to be here. We did a full day of travel yesterday. We've gotten up first thing in the morning. We're only a couple of miles out from the marina. The lures are in. Teamed up with my mate Bonze. We've jumped on board High Flier with our mate Brownie, and we got 7 days in this marlin fishing paradise. So I'm a bit short-handed to begin with. I'm a designated angler, so I'm going to try and run a few GoPros, get a bit of footage, and then we've got Rosie turning up in a couple of days, so hopefully the action's hot. We've got plenty of blue marlin sequences coming for you, but man, we're fired up to be here. Looking forward to this week. What'll blow you away when you fish in Kona is how quickly you've got the lures in the water. We're only a mile outside of the marina. It's not long for us to get into the action.
Here we go. Come on. He's right in our gear now, boys. There he is. He's still there. Here he comes. Get the stinger out, man. Get it out. He's right in this. He's right there.
Two hours into our trip, we pop up our first blue marlin behind the High Flyer. Takes a minute or two from the bite. But just like that, we're hooked up to our first fish of the trip.
You tell me when you get in the shed, Bonze.
Got my hands full for the first 3 days of fishing. With only Bonze and I on the deck, we've got to clear the gear, angle, leader, and of course, I'm trying to film this to share the action with you guys. Not only that, I've got zero experience in chair fishing. So this is somewhat of a baptism of fire for me, but what better way to learn a new skill than to jump in at the deep end. Talk about a surreal experience. Yesterday I was in the cold depths of winter in New Zealand. 24 hours later, I'm sitting on the deck of High Flyer, steaming down backwards on my first Hawaiian blue marlin. Doesn't get any better than this.
They go with a little bit more drag now, mate. A little bit more. Yep, there you go. Feisty little thing, wasn't it? But I saw him come in just before that, eh? DLB, mate. Very little bar. Feels alright, bro. Feels alright. Chuck that. Turn the clicker off. Turn the clicker off. Yeah, I mean, this is the good thing about first pass. You know, first pass, mate. The morning bites are awesome.
Yeah, you seen him all right, Brownie, there?
I saw him about 10 seconds before that, and I didn't want to say anything because I was like, okay, you're going to be another yard. See some colour soon.
Yeah boy, just like that, we got our first Blue Marlin of the trip on the leader. A feisty little specimen coming in about 80 or 90 kilograms. Sure does feel nice to shake off the jet lag by getting sweaty on a feisty Blue Marlin in paradise.
There you go. I'll just drag him for a bit, Tom. Nice. Colours coming back. Nice. Top hinge, eh, Bonze?
No.
Top hinge, eh, that hook? Top hinge?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. That's what I mean. That hook down, awesome. Look at that. I'll get some photos too, I suppose.
Boys have been in Kona for about an hour. We are on.
Go, boy.
We are on. That's what we came for.
Nice. Got plenty of that lure.
Just trying to get some life back in him, just a little fish. Nice bite on the DLB. So boys are chuffed. There he goes. Yeah boys.
Yeah, brother.
Nice job.
Yeah boys. Whew, well that's a good start. Just had a feisty blue come in onto the shotgun, the Bonze DLB in a pink colour. Would have come in about 70 or 80 kilos. So we're on the board. Nice blue. Kona delivers straight away. Love it.
Good start to the trip. It doesn't take long before Marlin number 2 pops up in the gear.
Come on, you bitch. He's just stalking us.
The beauty of these flat calm seas is you can see so much more. We spotted this marlin feeding on the surface, swung around, came across it and popped him straight up into our gear.
Now just leave him, Bonze. He's going to be right on it anyway. He's going to come out. Watch your hands, bro. Come on, you. Back up. Watch your hands, cuz.
Right on cue, we popped that fish up right on the spot we saw him feeding earlier. He came in and knocked our long rigger lure out of its clip. Didn't stick, so Bonze is busy resetting it. And it's important to remember when you're fishing for marlin with lures not to get put off by those knockdowns. Keep your lure in the water and you often get a second or even third crack at them. While I've been on boats where fish have been caught in the chair before, this morning was the first time I'd had the opportunity to fight one myself. So my baptism of fire continues. I've spent my entire fishing career, fighting marlin on stand-up gear, so sitting down on the job feels pretty different, but there's no better way to refine your technique than on a couple of nice, feisty Kona blue marlin.
Little fucker. That's too light though. Where'd you go, mate?
Yeah, you're right, Brownie.
Keep winding, Brownie. Wind, bud. Wind. Don't let it go slack, mate. Just hasn't jumped. Just be careful. The fucking leader. He'll be frisky. Got that head cam on, bro. It's right there. It takes too hard to see it.
I get caught fish.
That's the one what was feeding. Give me some grief here. Well hooked, Bonze. Well hooked.
Don't let him throw you, Bonze. Am I right to jump out of the chair now?
Yep.
Just pull down the leader out the lake.
The one we saw. Oh, good.
Go on. Hell yeah, boys.
Turn worked and a bit of fuck yeah. Nice going, mate.
We're on.
Nice
Yeah,
going,
brother.
That's another
Hey,
one.
that leader should be good to go because it didn't even jump.
Nah.
Man, Kona delivers. We've been here one day. It's our first morning. It's 11 a.m. 2 fish, 2 bites. So good. This place is paradise. We're only a couple of miles from shore. Beautiful, calm weather, blue water, and blue marlin. This place is paradise. Yeah, the boys!
Well, it's fair to say the boys are pretty stoked with their first half day in Kona, and just when we thought it couldn't get any better, fish number 3 of the day pops up.
Yeah, of course you can. Nah, Bonze is going to get it.
So it's Bonze's turn on the winch. Gives me an opportunity to chuck on the leadering gloves and have my first proper pull on one of these Kona blue marlin.
No way this is a spear, is it? Maybe it is. Get your gloves on, boy.
It's happening.
Go a fraction more drag if you want it, Bonze.
Of course, Kona's waters aren't just home to blue marlin. There's a whole range of other fish species on offer here. And initially we thought we might have hooked ourselves a short bill spearfish, which is welcome on my dinner table anytime. But as the fight goes on, it quickly becomes apparent that we've hooked our third blue marlin of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a little blue marlin.
It's going down. Must be on here.
I think we're on there, mate, eh?
We're on the blue.
I think we're on a little blue. I think we're on a little blue, mate, eh?
No way, that's it.
Definitely a blue marlin, mate. No way this is spearfish.
You're going to dump it, just dump it, Brownie. This thing's going to go off.
Blue marlin. A little blue. You got it, Brownie?
I got him. Brownie, eh?
I got him.
Okay, expect it to explode, mate. As you get out, Bonze.
Good one.
It's just how I dominated it, mate, eh?
Yeah. Get some photos, boys. Get some photos. Watch out, bro. This thing's gonna explode.
Okay, get it wrapped below that. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Try it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, there he is. Sorry, mate. He pulled. They're snapping, boys.
I would have said that was a spearfish though on the fucking stinger, right? Like,
Yeah, that was a spear.
yeah.
Well, that'll do. 3 bites, 3 fish, another spearfish we just popped off. Kona is delivering. Love this place.
Day 1's in the books, and it's fair to say that Kona lived up to every expectation. The best part is, we get to do it all over again tomorrow. Day 2 in Kona has dawned just like every other day does in this place. Clear skies, flat seas, and it doesn't take too long before the action picks right back up from where we left it yesterday.
There's a fish on this, bro. There's a fish on this one, eh? Jumping. Look at it. Spearfish.
But the sun's barely up over the horizon, and we've started today just like we started yesterday, straight into the action, only a mile or 2 out of the marina. A double hookup,
Bring him in, mate. Bring him in.
delicious
There you go.
short-bill spearfish, which will be joining us for dinner tonight.
Mate, flick him in. Come on, boys.
So we've only run out a couple miles from the harbour, chucked the Bonze lures spread out. We started with a pretty hectic piece of action. We had 2 spearfish come in, we had a double on. We've got 1 sitting on ours for tonight's dinner. And now we're looking for that big blue. It's what makes this place famous. Giant blue marlin, flat seas, beautiful hot weather. So I'm going to do my best to angle, film, and bring you guys some hot marlin action.
Well, after blowing the cobwebs out on a couple of energetic spearfish this morning, the crew was pretty stoked to see this feisty blue marlin pop up behind the lures. In my mind, there's no better way to start the day than seeing a blue marlin exploding across a glassy, calm Kona sea.
We're at day 2 in Kona. We've had a bit of a slow start. Couple of spearfish first thing this morning, and then we came back up the side of the island towards the marina, and we had a spectacular bite. Raised the fish on our long rigger, and he turned around and took our DLB on the shotgun. And we're currently hooked up to a very energetic striped marlin. Love this place.
Once we've hooked these marlin, our biggest goal is to get them to the boat as quickly as possible. That gives us the best chance of catching them, and it also means that the fish are in tip-top condition, ready for release. It's not much consolation to the spearfish that's sitting in our chili bin, but for these marlin it means they get to live to fight another day.
Ready? First man. Get the menu photo, please. Stay on this side.
Look at that lure glowing bright blue.
Beautiful, eh?
It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, mate. Hell yeah, boy. Yee-hee. What'd you get it on, Bonze?
Trusty. DLB, man. On the
Nice, the DLB. Bit sweaty. Man, she's all go. Kona delivers once again. We started off with a double of spearfish this morning. Seemed like the fish stuck their heads down during the middle of the day, and as we pushed our way back up the island, bang, we got him. Biggest fish of the trip, marlin number 4. I love Kona. Could get real used to this. This is as close to a fishing paradise as I've ever been fortunate enough to go. You know, you've got deep water and really close proximity to the harbour and the shore, despite the fact that we're right slap bang in the middle of the trade winds. The huge volcanic island shelters the fishing grounds from those relentless trade winds, so it means that the weather's flat calm every day. And to top it all off, there's a pretty large population of big blue marlin in it. It's just lucky that we've got a great mate like Brownie and been kind enough to take us out on his beautiful boat. And yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna look at marlin fishing the same again after coming here. It truly is the birthplace and the home of lure fishing for blue marlin. You can see here we're working the currents. Brownie really pays a lot of attention to the tides and the currents, and he's always thinking about where that water's pushing in, where those currents are going to connect with the land and the underwater shelves, and that way it's going to be pushing bait up. And as much wiser men than me have always said, if you find the bait, you find the marlin. There he is, he's on it, he's on it. Yeah, boy. That's the way. What is spearfish? Oh.
It's certainly my version of paradise when you get used to every day starting with the telltale sign of a blue marlin smacking into one of your lures.
Oh, fuck yeah, that ain't no spearfish.
Seems like lately every day's also started with a speculation as to what type of fish we've hooked.
There he is. Opa. He's cooking, boy.
One of the beauties of Kona is that the sea temperatures change very little throughout the year, so it means the fishing's good all year round. In fact, there's been a grander caught in every month of the year. And it's certainly not a case of talking about the good old days. Kona's best ever years, 5 granders in 2003 and 7 each in 2001, 2012 and 2015. So these are the glory days right now.
You happy with him, mate? You're good? You're not going to dump him, mate? Wow.
It's the big blue marlin that call Kona home that make this place so famous amongst fishermen. But it's also home to a fair few smaller models as well, which the locals around here affectionately refer to as rats. We've caught a few rats on this trip, but with every rat, we're just one fish closer to hooking that big one.
Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Kona. keeps delivering. This fish was on the lure for a while, just ghosting underneath it. Came in, tapped it down. Nice bite. Boys are stoked. All good, mate.
Okay.
There he goes. Yeah, boy. Sweaty updates. Day 3, Blue Marlin number 5. We got him. Been a slow start to the day, but it's just gone 1:30. The tide's pushing in. Fish are biting. They've stuck their heads up. Hey, I love this place. So good. So good. Woo! So that's 5 marlin in 3 days. We've got a few more hours fishing today. Never gonna get sick of this. Yeah, Bonze boy.
Day 4 in Kona dawns with another stunning sunrise, and the eager anticipation of what today will bring hangs over us. The 3 epic days of fishing in the bank. Who knows what today will bring, but this morning our travelling trio is complete. Rosie has made the journey from New Zealand, and he's brought with him his lucky fishing shorts, which have accounted for some pretty epic catches over the years, and it doesn't take long for their magic to rub off on Kona.
Good one. Drag back up a little bit, Bonze. It's a beauty, boys. It's a beauty. Ready to boys, mate? Get slinger next, boys.
Yep.
All right.
Just go with a fraction more drag, please. A little more drag, that's up.
The click. That's a proper one, Brownie. Woo!
When we see that big girl pop up behind our anaconda lure, we know it's the fish we came to Kona for. It's a big lure designed for catching big fish, and we're tight. Now we just got to stay connected. That's the hard part.
How's that? I told you that lure was nervous.
Yeah.
I told her, I said that lure is nervous, but Paul.
Hey, but look, you know, it was all about
She's screaming, boy.
just go up to the button, just have a little notch, please. Just a little notch.
Here he is. Oh! Woo! Good fish, boys. I got him, mate.
Button it up a little bit, bring it back to fraction.
Get on it, Brownie. Get on it.
Woo! This is what we came to Kona for, boys. I'm shaking, mate. This is what we came for, Bonze.
Anaconda.
The anaconda.
Big fish lure.
Hell yeah, boys.
Come up again, I reckon, this one. Yeah. Okay, let's get him. Let's get him. Come on. Oh, let's go.
goes.
Go, come on, Brownie. Let's go.
Yeah, boy! Careful of that, if you can, Rosebud. You're going to come up again.
Let's get on it. Let's go, Brownie, this time.
Crank that all the way in, Rosie. That swivel all the way up, bud. Hell yeah, caught fish. Whoa. Oh. You're right, Bonze. Hold on, brother.
Go the other way, Bonze, go the other way, mate. Go the other way, walk up, that's the way.
Although we've seen a bunch of this fish during the fight, we've had nothing to give it any scale. So it's only once Bonze has it on the leader and against the side of the boat that we realise just how big this fish really is.
Get out there, Ben. Take the drag off and unhook yourself.
That's a good fish, bro. It's a pig, mate. It's a pig.
That's fucking 600.
Rosie. That is a pig. Look how fat he is, boy. I'll get some underwater shots real quick.
Every now and again I film something really cool. I guess it's the nature of filming a lot. But when I got back home and looked at this underwater footage, I noticed something pretty remarkable. If you look behind our fish, there's another massive blue marlin hanging out in our wake.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now. Let's get the photos. Okay.
Got him away? Hell! Show me that big fish candy, Bonze. Yeah, the boys! That's what we came to Kona for, my men.
Hey, you wonder why I found it hard pulling on it? Have a look at that. Awesome. I was pulling on it, mate.
Awesome. Good boy, Bonze.
Yeah, hey.
How's that, man?
Hey, nice work, found this fucking me.
Mate, no worries. You got some good goes that you got the pull you come for anyway, eh?
I can retire now on that one.
Nice, awesome fish, mate. Awesome fish, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Mate, eh? That's what it's all about, you know? Fuck, yeah, that's what we do it for, eh,
Yeah, man.
just like that.
Woo!
Oh, high flyer.
So, Brownie, how many over 500 you got on this year?
3.
Me.
3 over last year and this year. Well, last year I got 4 over 5, 1 7. You know, so.
Man, that thing is
Man, oh yeah. How's the bite though?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean. Whoa. No
Okay.
mucking around, eh?
Let's get the gear, get another one. Yeah.
Well, day 4 in Kona. It's early in the morning, 9:35, and we just got a sea monster. Proper one. Boys are calling it 550 pounds. Biggest blue I've ever seen. Amazing. Yee-hee! That's what we came for. Kona delivers. High Flier Sportfishing. Doing it. I'm moving. This is my spiritual home. This is where I'm supposed to be. I'm sure of it. I love it.
Well, that's a day that will live on in my memory banks forever. Seeing a big blue marlin jumping against such a stunning backdrop is something that I'll never forget. And it's pretty special to come to Kona and to experience the type of fishing you dream of when you think of this place. So for us, there's one more day in this fishing paradise.
That's a good fish, mate. Nice fish, boy. Hey, Rose, that's a good one, man.
It's our final morning in Kona, and we have another epic bite. Nice looking fish, and good to see the boys on deck operating like a well-oiled machine.
That's like shoulders to it.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, to be a good fisherman, you need a pretty good amount of luck, and you seem to meet people that have a little bit more luck than others, and Rosie's one of those guys. He always seems to get on the good fish. Maybe it's those lucky shorts, who knows, but the magic's working in Kona.
Alright, we are on. We're on like Donkey Kong.
The tail with the pile on it.
Here it comes. Yeah, look at this here.
Good, there he is. Ew. Yeah. Good fish. Back it off a couple of clicks.
Hey!
Better person to come to the birthplace of lure fishing for billfish with than Bonze. Bonze has been a mate and fishing mentor for the last few years, and his advice has helped me out no end. It's awesome to be in paradise watching him use his lures exactly what he designed them for. What's even better is seeing the man get one more pull on a big Kona Blue Marlin.
Pop them off. Nice one, boys. Quick and easy. That's how we do it, fellas. That's how we do it.
Lovely Kona, boys.
Neat and tidy. That fish is happy as the days. Hell yeah! That's how we roll.
Out for like 5 minutes.
10-2 on day 5. First bite of the day we got him, under 5 minutes. Brownie on the wheel, smoked it. Another one for Rosie, looked about 300 pounds. Boom, we're out here doing it. Kona keeps on delivering. Love this place. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, boys.
Another day, another flag. Yes, boys.
Flags for the days, boys. Flags
7 marlin, 5 days. Captain Brownie. Well, unfortunately for us, that is the end of our magical Kona adventure. I've never been to a place that is so set up for blue marlin fishing. The trade winds are blocked by a huge volcano, creating flat, calm seas all day long. It's loaded with fish. You only got to do a short run out of the marina and you're in paradise. Top it off with some warm weather and cold beers. Doesn't get any better than that. So I have to say, a massive thanks to Captain Brownie on the beautiful ship, the High Flier. He's been a fantastic skipper. He's put us on the fish all week. We finished with 7 blue marlin, 5 spearfish, and a whole head full of amazing memories. And it's fair to say that Kona's a place that I'll be back sometime real soon.